live.
We are. We are
Oh
live.
no.
We also have to hop up to our stage channel.
Yes. Me first. I am the most important.
I don't know about all that. Where's Ben and Mitchell? Hi, Small.
Small's here?
Small
Hi,
is
Small.
here. Always glad to have you, Small.
Indeed.
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 Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Mitchell and Atlant and Joe, where are they? Where's Joe?
Is Joseph not here?
I think he's still setting up his Twitch stream.
I see. Okay.
Mitchell, did you want to do sound today, or should I?
I don't care either way.
Okay, then I will leave it up to you, sir.
Back.
Like if you have like soundboard stuff planned, then like by all
I
means
do
take
not.
it away. But then yeah, I'll fill.
Closer this time.
And Joe's probably just still getting his stream ready, so I'm just gonna move him.
Oh.
Alright, there's that, there's that, there's that. Pull up OBS real quick. Look at that. That's not what I wanted. Looking rough, girl. I wanted this. Okay, While we're still waiting for Joe, grab snacks, grab everything like that. If you need to set yourself up for any success, please do it now. And be ready because I'm gonna ramble and then ask someone to do the recap as per usual. So.
I volunteer as tribute.
Dear Lord, what do I do? What do I do?
Dear Lord, what do I do?
What do I do? What do? Do I do what I do? Or not do what do?
Excuse me?
Exactly.
Heard what I said.
Small. Where's my house skirt? Somewhere.
He is as he is, Esme. How long does it take to cast? Okay.
I have returned.
Ah, yes, Atlantis. At last.
Ahoy yourself, me hearty.
Didn't say ahoy.
Well, I did.
Oh. Oh, that might be a problem. Okay.
Let me see if I can get this fixed.
Sure if this is a good idea.
Here, edit. Browser. Refresh. Here we go.
Is it that too good? The chat. Not good enough.
All right. Are we all here?
Yes.
I have
Yay!
my drink and my food.
Everyone's got their things. Everyone's ready to go.
I promise not to get too drunk.
Let's hope not.
I make no such promise.
I promise not to get too hydrated.
I'm gonna be very high.
Lucky.
I'm tired of all of you. Already.
Know thyself, Socrates. Wise words.
Anyway. Welcome
No
back.
Sanso.
Glad to have you. Glad to be here in this wonderful world that we oftentimes call the real world. Now, it's here in the real world that we get to explore our deepest, darkest fantasies and some of our most troubling and terrible nightmares. It's here in the real world that we've landed on sandy soil in the midst of political intrigue with our own agendas to fulfill. And we all know very well that it wouldn't be my place to speak of any of these things. No, in fact, if you're going to hear it from anyone, you should hear it from the person who does the recap.
Ooh, pick me, pick me.
I nominate Ben.
I also nominate Ben. Not sure why, but something told me.
Little birdie. Okay. Recapping. We started off, or the night before was the adventure through the nightmares, and we started off the morning beforehand. Dream and Atlantis have a little disagreement over how that went, and they both go on around their ways. It's discovered that the reason why the nightmare has been so strong in this area is because of capital T, the nightmare, is near and trying to invade. And it's making all the nightmare beasts more powerful. At that point, we decided that it was time to disregard all the rules of time and time travel back to Ajaib. And we went back 24 days to do some reconnaissance in Ajaib before the train heist. So we are 14 days before the train heist. We pop into existence on top of the council building in Ajaib. All of us sick to various degrees from the shock of time travel. And then we go about exploring the city to a certain extent. Stark had had a little snack that night and accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally drained them dry and created a new vampire in a fraction of the time. Atlantis left us that night to form a druid grove on the coastline. And the artist that formerly known as Assistant went and tried to get some information from the main library. Some things that we learned about Ajaib was that they had just invented a material that would turn solar energy into usable energy to heat and cool the city. They the population of the Pearl City is around 70 was around 70K, and it has ballooned to about 140K, so it's doubled in size just very recently. The Jadot family has made their money as coffee merchants and cultivation of coffee. And several people were in the museum not assistant anymore, but
It was Gloom, Charm, and Atlantis in the museum.
Gloom, Charm, and Atlantis found an amulet that looked very similar to the ones we saw in Darkhold, that are designed to protect humans from the guiles of vampire, and they can't be turned undead while wearing them. And that's where we left off. Atlantis in the Druid Grove, Dream at the hotel, and Atlantis is with Gloom?
Yes.
Okay, Atlantis, Gloom, Charm are exploring the city. Stark and Dream are back at the hotel. And that brings us to the present.
Very nice. Take your well-deserved point of inspiration, Dream. Now,
If I could clarify just one thing.
sure, please.
Assistant wasn't going for information at the library. He was trying to make a donation and buy his way into the well-heeled elements of society, which is where we're trying to get into.
And also, I'll add something too. Primarily, the reason we are all here is because Gloombringer needs his beauty sleep. Ah, dang! Nobody, not even a chuckle.
I mean, it won't make you look any better.
I didn't even hear what you said. I was thinking. Far too hard.
Deep in thought.
Okay. Well, let's take it from there. Did y'all spend a night out on the town? Did you just go to the museum and then turn in for a long rest?
I assume
the other way around. I think the first thing we did was rest, and then we went out on town.
Yeah, so it's like before lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Still
morning.
not guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? We can take it from the trio of y'all leaving the museum, and witnessing this, this very strange artifact directly tied towards a vampire family of which you have met already. Well, maybe not by direct circumstances, but a family you know of, and that seems to, will, in the future, know of you.
This museum did not even have any displays for sea life. Not so much as a sunken ship. I'm quite disappointed. It's your turn, Gloombringer.
5 seconds. I'm just saying goodnight.
I'm more interested in that amulet. You did say you've seen it before.
Charmcaster, I've already told you. We need to keep our eye on the prize. and
I
that's
didn't
not
say
it.
I was going to steal it.
Yes, but I need you thinking on the task at hand. How are we going to impress the Jadats? Should we stage as coffee traders? Perhaps we're here and browsing their goods, looking for a network, a supplier. What do you think?
Why play a game you haven't practiced before? Gloombringer, you're supposedly the world's finest performer. If you can't win them over that way, then are you worth your salt at all?
Yes, yes, that is fair, but I'm trying to save some face in this matter, as, well, I don't have particularly good plans for the Jadot family.
So you're thinking disguises, subterfuge, misdirection. So,
Let them burn, yes, exactly.
so my forte. Understood. Let me get some more information. See what else I can find out. We might have an inn. It's a big city, and everyone has enemies.
Let the enemies come.
He does
Yes.
realize I wasn't talking about him, right?
Easy, Atlantis, your time will come. Until then, we need to find those particular individuals who have a common interest in seeing the Jadots fall. Shouldn't be too hard, as Charmcaster said.
I concur with Charmcaster. A voice in your head, since we're all in the telepathic network. The less that ties us to the circus, the better.
Ah, Dream, how's your morning going?
Splendid, but I think it better if we keep a lower profile. As soon as Atlantis is ready to go, we might join them outside the city.
Splendid. I'll reach out to Stark as well. Perhaps you should lay low as well, but stay ready. I have ideas for this evening. You might be useful.
Very well. I may also accompany Atlantis in Dream.
Very well. Looks like it's me and you, Charmcaster, out on the prowl. Where's Ambassador been?
One as sly as he is hard to keep track.
I guess I will reach out. We'll add him to the tele-link.
He can probably hear you, you know.
Ambassador, how's your morning faring?
Oh, about the usual. I'm trying to give someone a gift, and instead they're insulting me based on my race.
Oh. Well, everything's going okay, though? You're not in any trouble?
And I'm not saying this out loud, but thinking it. No, this is no trouble. We're actually playing a fun little game now. I'm curious to see how this one ends.
Ah, well. Don't be too hard on them. It's the Gelats we're after.
Oh, it's Mephistopheles who never forgets an insult. I'm keeping the angle in mind, don't worry.
And I think with that, we could actually zoom in to where Ambassador is currently. In the library, trying to jerry-rig some sort of understanding.
That was his initial goal, but he's written that off. This person seems immovable. But you know what they say, when you hit a wall, if you can't go under it, can't go over it, or can't go through it, can't go around it, you gotta go over it. So Ambassador is sort of just sitting back and allowing this person to continue to insult him. And after a moment or two, he's simply going to ask, "Are you done yet?" Because I am.
You are right. You are done. You may leave this establishment.
I certainly will. Just a moment, though. And Ambassador is going to pull out a couple pieces of parchment and a pen, scrawl a couple words on the piece of paper that, Rowan cannot see unless he was really curious. Summon a Galder's courier. And let's see, the rules of the spell. I think I have to say out loud who the recipient is.
I believe that's the verbal component.
That makes sense. All right, so we'll just we'll stick with the spirit of the spell. While casting it, Ambassador is going to make direct eye contact and smirk and say Mordenkainen. And then he's going to deposit a letter. And then give Rowan a little wink and head out.
Make a check here.
Sure.
First one is gonna be intimidation or persuasion or something of the sort.
I'm not trying to intimidate or I don't want to change him at all. I'm giving him like the politest of fuck yous.
Yeah. Well, either way,
Okay.
your choice.
What would be the politest of fuck yous?
Performance?
I agree. Performance makes sense. Don't fuck me, dice. Oh, 24.
Okay. And two. Yeah. Not you invoking the Pact Primeval. Chris. One foreigner.
All I'm trying to do, son, was give a gift.
All right.
Part of this is on you. Part, not all.
I'm Ronan and the people of Ajaib.
Remain for a few days. We're drawing count and keep offering our first.
We knew they were hoity-toity before we came here.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. And as you're walking out, roaring behind you. Sir, please. Wait.
Oh, I'm quite sure we are done here. You said that yourself. I wish you good day.
You do not know Mordenkainen.
And Ambassador's just going to confidently walk out.
You're bluffing!
Son?
I am San.
What's the name of the hotel that we're staying at? I don't think we asked.
The name of the hotel is the Golden Lantern.
Golden Lantern. And as Ambassador confidently walks out, he'll say, if you have a change of heart and want to buy me a drink, I'll be at the Golden Lantern tonight. To use your words, good day.
And you simply leave the library. You knew beforehand that you were walking into a city mostly dominated by the religions of the enlightened. Now, those who follow this path often rebuke anything they may see as inherently evil, whether that mean the tone of your skin, your ethnic background. These things can all point hostile encounters towards you, which you have seen yourself. This is, however, no excuse. And let's just hope that you've made the wrong that Araran committed a right now. Where are you off to, since the library was a bit of a bust?
Ambassador is going to continue along the rough trajectory that he was going in before, of trying to buy his way into the right social circles to hopefully get an invitation. So, knowing that, Jamil Jadot
The third.
Esquire, is a famous merchant. Ambassador's going to take a guess that he probably has a store here. And assuming that he can find it, he's going to post up outside for about 30 minutes and just observe. But while leaving the library, given what assistant knows about the general nature of this town, that he has outed himself, he's going to cast non-detection on himself. And then we'll find him if he's able to find Jamil Jadot's store.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Great. Investigation. I should be good at that.
As you start walking the streets of Ajaib, you are sort of nestled in the high-end district, towards the north end of the city, at the highest peak of it, where the elevation reaches a great dune, and the rest of the city slopes down below you. There's beautiful villas and estates sprawling all throughout the further north end, past the rest of the city. And here, you find the shopping district, where all of the greatest stores you could find in this part of the world would be located.
And Ambassador rolled a 16. Not great, but I assume this store, by its very nature, isn't trying to be hidden, if it exists.
The problem that you run into is that the Jadot family now does not own just one store. They have dabbled from everything, starting as, coffee tradesmen. Now they do fine linen and jewels, as well as magical items and artifacts. They also seem to dabble in herbalism, as there's also an apothecary, run all under the same moniker, Jadot. Simply. Apothecary Jadot, coffee Jadot, linen Jadot.
All right, and
I
like
hate to see the red light district.
I'm going to post up for about 30 minutes outside and try and get a sense of how the well-to-do in this city dress. If there's sort of a pattern on, the wealthy are generally elves. Just trying to get a bearing in that sense.
There doesn't seem to be a certain race or creed. However, you did find that all of the wealthy in this town dress in the finest silks, satins, and linens. Mostly because it's so hot in this part of the world, but also because the Jadots have brought that trade into the city tenfold. And, they seem to be a bit of trendsetters. You find that they're also all wearing Jadot jewelry, and they're all going to Jadot sponsored coffee shops, or having their servants pick up large sums of coffee from Jadot Coffee. It seems as though, very quickly, the Jadot family has become a bit of a monopoly here in Ajaib.
All right, this is good intel. So, Ambassador is going to become the most boring possible race. If he actually no, he would probably out here. Yep, a human.
Yep.
Human, a variant. No, a common human, not even a variant human. He'll go maybe to the coffee shop, use the bathroom, go in as himself, come out as a human. And if you want to, we can roleplay this, but I want to just go pick up some fancy-ass robes, silks from the Jamal Silk.
Yeah, what are you wearing right now? Is it something that is,
I'm assuming it would be my Twilight Tower robes, which I think we discussed are black with gold accents.
okay. And, you get some funny looks as you walk in. Everyone looks you up and down. But they can tell that the garb that you're wearing is quite expensive. So though they may be wary of a strange visitor, you can sense that there's intrigue in their eyes. Not so much contempt or disgust. Immediately, one of the clerks walks up to you. Hello, sir. I am glad that you have made it to Jadot Linen. Tell me, how is it I can be of your service?
Well, yes, thank you. My name is High Lord Rothschild. I'm traveling from afar, and I heard that you are the finest purveyors of silk in the entire continent, so couldn't resist but come in and pick up a new robe for myself. Figured I'd give myself a little treat.
It is only a matter of time before a man of your taste will come and get just a sample of true, impeccable perfection. The Jadot linen is the only linen you will ever need. I will show you this. We have all different kinds of cuts and makes. Any color that you can wish for, we can have at a moment's notice. Our weavers are the finest, our tailors the most adept. So, my Lord Rothschild, tell me, what is it you wish? We shall make it come true.
So, as you could probably tell from my robes, I come from a land of cold. So we dress to always protect ourselves from the elements.
And that will not do here.
No, you are very right. So, as I have learned, your city is equally splendid and warm. So, I would like some lighter robes, and right now my wardrobe is incredibly dark. Let's get some little color, something fantastic. Multiple colors, even.
Immediately, you're shown a revolving wardrobe, which seems to be magical in some sense. The mirror on the inside of the door unfogs and shows yourself. which would be naked had it not been for some very conscious magical censoring. You look down to see you're still clothed, but in the mirror, your reflection is your bare body. But as the store clerk begins to take items off of the rack, he merely holds them next to the mirror, and you can see your form with this new draping linen on it. And he runs through all these different garments of all different shapes, sizes, colors. And they truly do have anything you could dream of. And it seems as though as you think of things, new things are instantly pulled out of the wardrobe. It really seems you could have whatever you'd like. It is only a matter of money.
Oh, well, we're in luck there. I didn't expect to have a little walking around coin today, but I had a meeting, and now I do have the ability to indulge a little bit. Sorry, I'm just now looking at silk robes and trying to find one that's a nice picture. Here's a nice inspiration. Assistant is going to find one which is a vibrant teal, almost metallic in color. And on it there's going to be, at the bottom, sort of the landscape of the desert, and up above, the sky. All almost metallic and shiny and brilliant. And with a smile on his face, Ambassador's going to say, I feel that this is the beginning of an addiction. I think I might have to come into your shop every time I find my way through your fair city.
Your business would be my pleasure, and if I am to speak candidly, Lord.
Hi, Lord.
Hi, Lord. Please, forgive me.
Of course.
And forgive me now for possibly speaking out of my place, but you deserve everything that is afforded to you. If you are to have any linen grace your skin, it should be only the finest.
With a smile, I'm going to ask, have you been hiding the good stuff in the back?
No, my lord. Please. I am a purveyor of only the best. I never would hold back on any noble person who has enough coin. Would never do something such as this. You see, all my wares here are all that I have. There's certainly nothing more in the back for someone who would be able to pay for something exclusive and unique and one of a kind. No, we do not do that here.
Oh, that's fine. I do love this anyways. Sorry if I insulted you. I come from a very direct country, but I will definitely take this.
My Lord Rothschild, if you have more to dream of, just see me again.
Happily.
And if you could read minds right now. But anyway, he loads you up with your robe. I believe you're gonna wear it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna buy any other robes?
No. Would my passive insight of 21 get me anything on this conversation?
He looks like a very tired retail service worker who has to deal with a lot of pompous assholes all the time.
Gotcha.
You're one of those pompous assholes.
Oh, of course. I, by design, am. So I would be disappointed if I wasn't.
Yes. But he was trying to show you some more, how do we put this? Exclusive wares.
Okay, if the assistant would have picked up on that, then definitely I would have.
You can come back
Said-
later. Yeah.
One shopping trip is enough. Actually, no, you know what? This is good. I'm going to leave it as is.
Yeah, you can come back later.
Yep.
One shopping trip is enough. You're fucking lying.
One shopping trip is enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're lying. You're all liars. Most of this is
Hey.
gonna be shopping. I can already
I-
tell.
I didn't see you roll an insight check.
Chris,
She read me like a book.
listen, you invoked some very archaic shit that I had to even look up. I had to... Yes,
And I want
I
to
know
speak to
this
his manager.
this is gonna devolve into more shopping.
Yes.
For y'all.
Ambassador will then throw a bag of gold down and walk out.
It's 2 platinum
That's it.
for 1 robe.
Mm-hmm.
Platinum, 1 platinum is basically a
money.
G.
Yeah, 1 platinum is 10 gold, right?
Yeah. 1
Yeah, I was
platinum.
expecting so much more than that.
1 platinum is basically a G. $1,000 for a single robe.
$2,000 for a single robe.
No, that's expensive in the realms of money.
Mhm.
I
We
feel
just
like
have
that's
a shit
expensive
ton of money.
in
Yes.
the regular world too. In our world.
No.
Oh yeah, very much. We are hyper rich. We are 1% right now.
No, you're 0.01%.
I have a valley of gold. How
Yeah.
dare you?
It's literally 0.0001% rich is what you are. You are dragon rich. You are ancient dragon rich. That's how rich you
Prestige
guys
mode,
are.
baby.
Yeah.
Son, maybe that's the rest of the party, but can I be Pablo Escobar 19?
Yeah, that's more fitting for Chris's character.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you still work in an organization, right? You're not the top of said organization, so that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
If it was Mephistopheles, then that's a different story. But no, you are the ambassador. But
Chancellor.
And
Counselor.
here's Dream walking around trading crystals and songs for
Bartering.
Yeah, you won't be able to even stay in the financial district if you're doing that. I'll tell you that right now. They don't like your kind around here, Sonny. But with that being said, we can fade to black as Ambassador leaves and heads out onto the street. Where do we find you, Dream, actually? Dream?
Sorry, just took a bite of pizza.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, so Dream doesn't really have a prerogative today, except to stay out of sight. I think it would be very suspicious if Dream Dragon is in the area around the time their train gets robbed, and then they dream about the circus. So I am going to not be completely useless today. Let's go for a little flight, Crescent. Take a lay of the land. And we are going to both go invisible. And then survey the town by air. Look for any goings on, festival grounds, that kind of stuff. I guess the obvious thing would be looking for a train.
Yeah. You want to make an investigation or perception check? Something of your choice.
I'm not good at any of these.
Good luck.
And don't fuck it up.
Dirty 20.
Chris,
Am I the only person who watches RuPaul's Drag Race?
you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
Yes, and I love it. And I watch RuPaul's Drag Race UK, RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World, UK, RuPaul's Drag Race Denmark. I
Bitch.
even watched the subtitle one from Thailand because those queens are freaking amazing.
Bitch, you fucking gagged the shit out of me. Cause I heard and don't fuck it up. And I was like, is that Aisha? Who just walked into the chat? I fucking gagged. Okay, girl. Yeah, good luck and don't fuck it up. Get ready to link it for your hype, honey. Before we get too much in here, because I will get too much in here. I don't even like RuPaul's Drag Race. That's funny. That's very funny. I'm sorry, Ben.
Sorry.
Dirty 20 perception check.
Dirty 20 perception check. Now, surveying the city of Ajaib would be harrowing for anyone who wasn't at least the fraction of perceptive that you are. There's a lot going on. 1,400 people, or excuse me, 14,000 people. All
140,000?
that number, all packed into one small city, is surely enough of a Where's Waldo game for anyone. But you don't even know what you're looking for, not exactly. Just on the prowl for something. Plenty of somethings are happening in Anchaev. As you fly closer down towards the bottom of its slope, you find that the population is even more densely packed than you could have imagined. There are tenement buildings that have people camped on top of, outside, in alleyways, on balconies, as well as fire escapes. Surely, there has to be something that's being done for all of this. But it doesn't seem as though. You can see the very large disparity. That the northern part of Ajaib is spacious, well-maintained, very clean, and everyone that goes there is going to either work or buy something. But as you get further down, you find more sick, more ill, more homeless, those without any place to be, it seems. Women, children, elderly, all types, out on the street.
The south side is the slums.
Yes. And it just gets worse the further and further you get down. There's a very small portion that you would assume is like middle class, where those who work in the financial district or work for the more high-powered families live. But that might be about 4,000, 5,000 people. And the rest of the south side is just broken down tenement buildings, ruined homes, things that were never fixed or reclaimed after the great uprising against the vampire nobles.
Is it fair to say that the north is fairly guarded and the south is lawless?
Not lawless, because these people still follow the path of enlightenment. They all still seem to be very pious. There are churches everywhere. And they, of all of the buildings, especially in the south, are the most kept. Some of them, are falling to disarray, but still in far better condition than any living condition you find there. And there are also people who live outside of those churches. Not inside, not allowed, but outside of them, camped out in places like that. Lawless, no. There might be some petty crimes here and there. And of course, people do still commit crimes, but in general, these people spend more time praying. They spend more time hoping for a change.
Baron would have a heyday here.
Sure would.
It's a shame he's sequestered himself. I guess I'll fly around the north side and see if there's any sign of the train or the Jadot residence. Jamil Jadot III's residence.
Sure. And as you do so, you fly past the financial district towards where all the estates and villas are, in the high north. Further past the city, almost on the outskirts, where they've pushed forward and developed more. All of these villas seem to be quite new, maybe done within the last couple years. And they're all plated in that wonderful material that Ajaib totes as the future of technology. You're almost certain that the largest estate, which seems to sprawl several acres of land and has several other similarly sized estates dotted about its property and enclosed in a very large stone, that solid black stone wall, could only be the home of someone who's so filthy rich they do not know what to do with their money.
And is the dome transparent?
The dome?
Yeah, didn't you say the Jamil Jadot's
Home.
home? Oh. I thought you said it was under a dome.
Nope, it could only be the home of them. It's there's a wall. There's like what's it called? It's like what's the wall that's around? It's not a retaining wall. It's something else. It's a very large wall, as if you're going towards a gated community.
Like a defensible position, a rampart.
Yes and no. It's more modern. It's much like the walls you would see around a very large estate, where there's those large gates before you drive up towards it. It's It's basically just like the property line is outlined in a very large stone fence.
Yeah.
Not really like castle walls. They weren't that pretentious.
I mean, who would be dumb enough to attack them?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Um,
But yes,
and
in this villa, you see that there's probably at least 4 separate manors, not including the one in the center, the back center, which seems to be the absolute largest. Largest building in all of Ajaib, you'd think.
and any sign of the train?
Not at all.
Okay. I will relay this reconnaissance to the rest of the team. I'm sure they grow weary of my voice and the information. That's a lot of information. But maybe Gloom has some plans that may leverage those mobs on the south side.
Well, I think if we're going to start looking for any types of clues or leads, it wouldn't be a horrible place to start. There seems to be quite a bit of disparity here. And with disparity comes desperation, of course.
Baron's favorite. After our flight, I think we're going to fly out of the city. And how far off is the coast?
Maybe about a mile or 2.
Okay, that's acceptable. Let's fly down to the coast and see if we can find scout out for a suitable druid grove.
Pretty sure Atlantis had already made it, no?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it last night before I went to bed.
perfect.
And he slept
go
in
wait
the
out there.
Druid Grove. Okay. And you head out. Stark.
Yes.
You made a mess.
Nuh-uh.
Now the question
Made a
is...
miracle.
Now the question is, how are you going to deal with said mess?
By waiting. I'm not gonna go out in daylight.
Your new thrall seems to think differently of the situation. Waiting doesn't seem to be in her vocabulary. Esme has grown tired of waiting. Seems that language has left her. She's not able to speak. She mostly screams and groans and guttural howls. There have been a couple times where the clerk downstairs has come up, knocked on the door, and asked if everything was okay. You've waved him off. But this is the 3rd time, as now Esme is clattering around the room, banging and throwing herself against any object. She wants free. She wants out. You hear at the door, "Sir, So I am sorry, but you have to leave. You are scaring my other patrons. The guests cannot deal with this. You must go. I'm sorry, I will give you your money back, but you have to leave.
Well, please, just give me a moment to...
Sir, please open the door.
my thing.
Please.
I believe I have a right to privacy, sir. Please, give me a moment as I gather my things.
Sir, if you do not leave right now, I will call the authorities.
Dominate monster.
You open the door?
No.
You're gonna have to.
Let me see. Let me see. Where's the spell? It's 8th, I believe. Yeah, dominate monster.
You have to see the person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see the person.
You have to. So you will have to open the door.
This is a fancy hotel. Maybe it has a peephole.
Oh, son, so naive to think he's trying to charm the clerk.
Oh, wait, no, that's a bad idea. No. Let's see, how do I get out of this one?
Sir!
Oh, if I may interject out of character, Atlantis would be coming to see Stark. This could be the time for him to show up and help out.
We'll give it a
And if I
second.
could interject in character, there's always murder.
Yeah.
We tried that the first time. That's what got us into this situation.
I like that, Atlantis, and I will bring you in. Just give me 1 second here.
Okay.
That's it! I'm calling the authorities! And you hear his feet down the hall. Mwahahaha.
Make a situation like that?
Say again?
Nothing. Let's see. How may I... Ooh. That is the wrong spell. Oh. Wait a fucking minute. I could. That may make more problems, but that'd be pretty good. I'm already in a bit of shit either way. I'm gonna use Form Blood.
Okay.
Let's see, 16. Do. 6. So that's 59. That's a big number.
And you dig your nails into your wrists and let the blood pour from them in a pool that raises up almost an inch on your boots, leaving a giant soaking stain in the carpet. From this pool, slowly, a form begins to take shape. You want to tell us what we see, Stark?
From the blood, my exact copy, my, how should I say, clone emerges. A complete replica of myself stands before me and Esme in the room.
She's still thrashing about, destroying everything she can, trying to claw at the walls to get free. And as you're doing this, I'll roll my dice here. Two. And she eventually finds the window. And she crashes through it, landing from the second floor to the ground. And there's another at the door.
Okay, so original Stark, mini Stark, is going to dash after Esme. Can he see Esme?
It is broad daylight outside, and as soon as you approach the window, you take you are going to take 20 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Do you still stand in the doorway, or in the way of the sunlight after taking this damage, or do you reel back?
No, he's going for Esme. Does he see Esme?
All right, make a perception or investigation check with disadvantage and take another 20 radiant damage.
Okay.
And you're gonna make that check with disadvantage. Remember.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, no, that doesn't. I got a 6.
And you hear the knock again, but a familiar voice from the other side. Atlantis, you just came up from the first floor, and the clerk's talking to some police officers. There seems to be a bit of commotion. Made your way up to go and see Stark, who's been the only one still in the hotel this whole time. He's not answering the door, though.
If I try the handle, does it open?
No, it's locked.
Stark, if you're in there, it is me.
You hear from the other side as Stark reels back into the dark and opens the door.
And Lannis kind of makes a face from the smell of blood. To think they were worried about me causing trouble.
Yes, you see 2 Starks.
One very clearly made of blood, and the other cowering in the darkness.
There are guards downstairs. I assume we should probably leave immediately.
The wording on Form the Blood says that a creature only knows that it is not me if it makes actual contact.
Okay.
So it is an exact replica of myself.
Okay.
As if one wasn't hard enough to deal with. And Lannis goes ahead and steps inside and closes the door.
I must leave. Esme has broken free. I need to take care of the child. Stark sounds very serious.
This is the first time you've ever heard the name Esme Atlantis.
I know not who you speak of, but I can tell in your voice that you need help. Very well. Your king shall provide aid to you. Still have access to the roof. The guards are downstairs. It'd be hard to pass by them unless you have some sort of illusion spell, but you know, perhaps this one of you Starks could distract them while we escape on the roof.
That would be a little difficult, I must admit. For I would have to concentrate on my other self here. You'd have to guide me.
Very well, I shall do what I can. And Lance will go to the bed, and assuming the sheet isn't torn up, he's gonna grab the sheet and like kind of look at both Starks, wondering which one he should give it to. Basically use it to cover him up from the sun.
Real Stark will lift his finger. I am the real one.
And Lance will toss him the sheet.
Okay. Half damage from now on, Stark. So instead of 20 radiant, it's 10.
Let's see. I'm just looking at my spells here. It's hard to choose because I have the entire spell list at my beck and call.
And now you can hear footsteps approaching.
Seems we are running out of time. We must move quickly.
Very well. Send the other you out and have them chase. Once they are distracted, we shall make to Gloombringer's room to get to the roof.
Stark will assume control of his identical self. And he will burst out of the room. Make a mad dash.
Stop! Stop! Stop it! And you can hear them all stampede after him. However, one of the footsteps still approaches the room. And,
Oh, fuck. I am going to hold action to hold person as soon as I see a guard trying to enter this room.
alright. You hold fast and wait. First is the clerk, who steps in and looks at the giant puddle of blood and says, Masalahu Majatulol. and behind him, a guard, of whom makes a wisdom saving throw and
Yes.
fails. While the clerk still shrieks and screams, points a finger at the two of you, yelling in Madani, not even bothering
Lance will
this
step forward and try to grab him by his collar.
very easily.
Shut up.
Short, bald man, whimpering in your fists, immediately.
Close your mouth, or I will close it for you. Now, you listen to me very well, commoner. You shall return downstairs, and you shall pretend you did not see either one of us. If I hear word that any guards are coming after us, I will hunt you down. And that is not a threat. That is a promise from your king. Are we clear?
Make an intimidation check.
Oof. Charisma's the one thing, or one of the few things I don't have.
We'll say you have advantage because that was good. I would be intimidated.
Very well. Very much.
15.
And he mumbles something in affirmation. And as you let go of him and drop him to the ground, he scrambles upwards and rushes downstairs. But not before poking his head back in. Can I invoice you for the damages or...
Send the invoice to Gloombringer. Or whatever name he had.
And he runs.
And the Lance will go ahead and grab Stark by the arm and start leading him to the roof.
Stark, take 20 points of radiant. I was gonna give you...
10.
Well, I was gonna give him 40, but he's only gonna take 20.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
It is 20 radiant damage every time you start your turn in sunlight. So that's 20 radiant damage every 6 seconds. And I was generous and gave you 12.
I might be able to do something about this.
But I like the pause. Stark, take another 10.
Wait.
God damn it. Okay,
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Shit, where's my healing spells? Fuck, I can't find them.
You can't heal me.
Oh, that's probably right. Shit. Okay.
Stark, take
well,
another
Stark,
10.
You're probably going
I always forget that.
You're probably gonna fucking go unconscious before we're done here, but it's fine. I'll. Wait, does spare the dying doesn't work on you either, does it?
Spare
No.
the dying would work.
Oh, what?
Okay.
Spare the dying does not heal you. You cannot gain hit points from any sort other than
Okay,
yourself.
so as long as he doesn't die.
Stark, another
assume we're
10
on the
radiant.
roof, freedom of the winds.
But wouldn't it be
both-
starting with 1 HP? Would that be gaining 1 HP?
No, spare the dying makes you stable. It doesn't give you 1 HP.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't heal you. But freedom of the winds, fly both me and Stark, and I'll start heading immediately to the Druid Grove as fast as I could.
That's gonna be a while. You're gonna be in the sunlight for a while. Yeah. Stark, you are
Sir.
going... Stark, you're gonna go unconscious by the time they get there.
Okay, that's
No,
fine as long
I'll-
as I...
Wait, do I
Drinks?
have Spare the Dying? Oh, shit. Cantrips. Wait, shit, maybe I don't have Spare the... Fuck, hold on.
Ooh!
I was so certain I had it. Maybe it was a different character that had it. Give me
You're-
just a second.
We'll pause here, and I'll give you an ultimatum, and I won't do any more damage to Stark. You see a vast land, and about 2 miles before you get to the Druid Grove in any shade, and you see Stark burning and sizzling even through this very heavy sheet from the sunlight.
trying to see what I have. There's so many fucking spells. I'm gonna start from the top. No, that would work if I knew what plan to go to, but that wouldn't work. That wouldn't help.
I do have a question, actually.
I may have an answer.
Am I able to, command my double without actually having to be the double?
I
If that
think
makes
so.
sense. Okay, then I guess Stark will just command his double to run away as fast as he can, and he will return to his self.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
And
What happens when the double hits sunlight?
nothing.
The double is not a vampire. The double is magic.
Mm-hmm. That's why that was in the DMs, but yeah. Anyways,
Here's what we're gonna do, because we're gonna. Sorry, you go ahead.
no, I was going to say, if I'm able to, Stark is going to use the guard that we have for healing.
He's back down in the room.
Wait, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, he's back downstairs. You're on the roof now.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, wrong one. I was looking at something else. What can I use here? Ooh, wait a minute. I think I got a spell. Oh, where is it? I know I have a spell.
Wait a minute.
I think because I don't want to kill you just from radiant damage, we're gonna fade. We're gonna fade here. I'm gonna let you two decide. Take your time.
I have a question for the DM.
Okay.
So, Cube of Force, nothing can pass through the barrier. Does that include
That does not
light?
include sunlight.
Shit. Never mind then.
Okay. I will.
Sorry,
then.
I mean,
Huh?
ooh. Nothing. I did have a question.
Okay.
About,
I may have an answer.
would floating disc work?
No.
No. Okay.
I believe it's described as a semi-transparent disc.
It does not say that, no.
It doesn't.
No.
Don't you have the spell darkness?
No, I do not actually.
What? How?
You did not give me darkness. So.
I mean, you can learn it. You're a sorcerer, right? Yeah, you're a sorcerer. You can learn darkness. Anyway. What kind of vampire doesn't have darkness?
I do have something I can do as like a temporary measure. I was just trying to see if there is anything else. But barring all that, Atlantis would like to fly to outside the city, find a patch of dirt, and mold earth and put Stark in the dirt to hide him from the sun until he can contact the others.
You won't be able to get out of the city and have Stark still survive. You'd have to do it as close as possible. He's not going to
That's
last
why
very
I
long.
asked.
Isn't there a garden or something on top of the roof?
Yeah, there is a rooftop garden. You're going to bury him there?
Yeah, we'll bury him there until... I know we're still on the roof, but, like, if Atlantis can handle himself, it's Stark you're worried about right now.
Yeah.
Which is why I asked about the whole floating disc thing.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say a floating disc won't do it.
Okay.
But, Okay, I'm curious as to how this is gonna work out. So Atlantis, you kind of get this epiphany, and Stark is still sizzling in your arms. What do you do?
So yeah, I'm gonna lay him on the dirt, mold earth, and like just gently push him down until the soil and the earth covers him. Because I know he doesn't need to breathe. And I'll tell him, Stark, you will stay here for just a moment. I will still be nearby, but I need to contact the others. And he'll go ahead and use his telepathic thing to contact the others and say, I am trying to get Stark out of the hotel, but there are guards after us. I don't know how long they will be distracted. Currently on the roof.
Why are there guards after you?
It is a long story. This is a urgent matter that requires prompt attention.
Ooh, actually,
Did you let him bury you?
yes, but before that, Stark will use non-detection on himself.
Okay.
And that I will let him bury me.
And I'll just look to Charmcaster and kind of give her some like a very large eye roll.
And she does. You both like almost mirror each other, and she's like, "No, not me."
Well, I guess we're not going back to that hotel.
It wasn't that nice.
We should
Oh, he's
probably
waiting.
change our disguises. This isn't good.
While he's waiting,
everything okay
Atlantis
with
will-
Stark.
Lance will wild shape into a lizard.
And a couple moments
Oh.
later, a couple moments later, all the guards rush up there and see nothing. Kind of scratch their heads. One of them looks at the lizard and, oh, he's adorable. And he goes to pick you up.
I hiss. That little lizard hiss, and then lick my eyeball.
Ew. He'll kick a little sand at you and then leave with the rest of them.
And now we wait.
Okay. Gloombringer and Charm, your colleagues have put themselves in yet another perilous position.
Well,
I don't know why I said Gloombringer and Charm, because I'm Charm.
because you're the DM, so you're narrating. Well, it's probably a good idea we change our disguises and we'll find a new place to reside for our stay.
When Charmcaster does a twirl, she turns around and is a mirror image of original Gloombringer. How about this one? This town's full of pompous assholes, so I thought, why not blend in?
Ah ha ha ha, so funny. Our new vampire friend is literally on the run for his life and you're making jokes.
Okay, lighten up. How about this one? And she turns into a busty bottle blonde.
How voluptuous.
You're disgusting.
Are we going to be enticing the Jadats with our bosoms?
Absolutely disgusting. And she snaps her fingers again with a twirl. She's a very dowdy looking, probably like a librarian or something. Old hunched over man with the big hunch on his back. He's got glasses on a lanyard around his chest. Is that better for you, Sonny? She stabs at you with the cane. Hurry up! I don't have forever.
Well, I didn't expect you to show me your true form. this early in our relationship.
And she like almost snaps upward and like breaks the hump in her disguise's back. Shut up and let's go.
And I will snap my fingers and just change my hair color and some facial features, but keep the overall same scheme of things. Use my glamour weave to change the color of my clothes. And I would very much be like a very prestigious dress, but like definitely not of the town, of outworldly. I have my large star medallion. I have a very illustrious purse and all these worldly items.
Mm-hmm.
So rich, but not rich from Ajay.
Okay. And you begin to walk out, basically just back towards the other side of the street, and you can see the complete and total chaos that's ensued. There's the body of a woman who's not wearing much. Whatever it is, it's drenched absolutely in blood. Under her body is the body of another person. This person is writhing and screaming. It looks to be like a young man. He's also bleeding. He screams, "She bit me! She bit me!" And you look down, you see that the young girl, deep, dark, sallow, gray skin, looks like she's been almost completely sucked of all blood in her body. And now she's completely lifeless on the ground. Apparently dead. And then, bursting through the front door of the hotel, just in front of this horrible scene, is Stark, being chased by a mob of guards. Charmcaster looks at you, looks at the body, looks at you, looks towards Stark running down the street, and walks away.
What is happening out there?
Oh, this is quite the mess.
Don't worry about it. Just know that Gloombringer is paying for all the damages.
Oh, yes, and since Stark has nothing better to do, he's assumed control of his clone again.
So much for keeping a low profile. Well, it's settled. Looks like I won't be performing Najaib anytime soon. Not until the vampires are in full control. But that's later in the works. Charmcaster, let's go.
She's
Be
already
away from
gone.
this
She left.
scene.
She was fed up. She's like, nope, I got better things to do. She left.
Oh, Charmcaster, I say telepathically.
I'm
you
not dealing with that
Never
bullshit.
tap me on the shoulder when you're leaving.
Well, someone has to clean up the mess, and it's not going to be me. Sorry,
Well, it's
love
not
you,
going to
bye.
be me. No, wait, come back.
You're breaking up. It's a ton. Oh, I'll have to later.
Charmcaster, what is with you today?
The caller you've tried to reach is not available.
I don't get it.
Someone please tell me what's happening.
Stark and I are currently on the roof awaiting rescue. Otherwise he may perish in the sunlight.
You should clearly wait till nightfall.
Yes, I second that.
I suppose I have nothing better to do than hang around here and eat some bugs for a while.
Yes, and, well, rightfully, either of us flying up there and drawing more attention to you would just be a bad idea. Lay low.
Very well. Once the sun sets, meet us at my druid grove. We shall sort this situation out.
Way ahead of you.
And at this point, Stark will also speak telepathically. I have sent out my clone to distract and also search.
Stark, what happened? Why are the guards after you?
That is a very long story.
Well, you have somewhere to be?
I guess not. Well, you see, I am a being with sustenance, and not sustenance that normal creatures need. So, I hunted. I found a lone woman, took her into my abode, and I fed. I ended up killing her, and as an attempt to not draw too much attention, I attempted to revive her as my child. One thing led to another, and well, she got restless, and now she's out. And as I've heard, also feeding.
If I may offer guidance, sometimes the dead are better left that way.
That is what perplexes me. She is out in the sunlight, yet she does not seem to be harmed. From what I've seen, at least. If she were being damaged, she would have hid in the shadows by now. But she's out feeding.
Didn't Gloom say that she was dead at the entrance of the hotel?
He just saw it. He hasn't said anything about it.
He might be muted.
Well, I had assumed that our good friend Stark here had things under control. That seems to not be the case, as there's a literal vampire running through the streets of Ajaib.
It's if possible, we do need to contain her.
I think that vampire was your clone.
No, the other one. The one that's actually feeding.
Oh, she's dead.
I'm afraid I don't know what to do here, Stark.
And Gloombringer, you can see the vampire that Stark is talking about right in front of you in the middle of this big scene. Several police officers there. They've picked up the innocent human that had been attacked, and they're now looking at the body of the vampire, this young vampire spawn that's just seemed to have died for some reason. Never seemed to be burned by the sunlight, even in the smallest amount, but is now completely dead.
I believe she's fallen.
What?
She doesn't appear to be giving up a fight.
That does not make sense. She would not give up all of a sudden.
And yet she lies there limp. I assure you, I'm confused as you are.
No.
Has this happened to you before, Stark?
She... Is her body still there? Is it not burning?
No, the guards are pulling her away. They're currently
You
looking
must
at
stop them
Stark.
immediately.
Stark. My dear.
Gloombringer, I will not take no for an answer on this subject.
Ooh.
I'm afraid I don't know what to tell you, my friend. If I intervene now, it'll draw too much attention to our position, and the whole mission will be lost. The best thing we can do is lay low and let them go looking for clues, and, well, perhaps I should just burn that hotel to the ground. Maybe that's what I should do.
I
Maybe
will.
tomorrow. I'm meeting someone for drinks there tonight, I think.
Well, maybe you should. Oh, this is not good at all.
Atlantis will walk over to the patch of dirt where Stark is buried and kind of pat one little paw on it and say, "Stark, I sympathize with how you feel. I too have felt loss, but there is a time when you must realize that it is too late. Even if we recover the body and somehow do not draw any more attention to ourselves, what then? You will bring her back and we will have the same situation?"
Just a child. She knows no better.
I know.
Assistant is going to message Gloombringer with sending. You know, if we kill the vampire, we could be heroes in this city.
There's a vampire clone running around.
Yeah, the one who's like munching on people.
No, that one is currently being pulled away by guards.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Here's what
Like this.
happened. Just to clarify, here's what happened. Stark made a vampire spawn. That vampire spawn was hungry, broke out of the room, got out onto the street, and because they're not a full-fledged vampire yet, they are not sensitive to sunlight, they're not forbidden from entering people's homes, etc., etc. Grabbed the first person they saw on the street and bit him, and somehow dropped dead in between that. Then you watched Stark's clone run up the road, being chased by guards out of the hotel. Yes?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
So capture the clone, turn them in, become heroes.
Gloombringer, before leaving, will kind of just like pick the first person that he sees next to him, and he's gonna dominate person.
Strapping young lad in his mid-20s.
Am I? Oh, I'm not muted.
I was muted. You find a strapping young man in his mid-20s.
Perfect. And I will command them to fetch that object being the limpless vampire being dragged away. And as he begins running over, I will use Minor illusion works for this. To imitate his voice, create a sound. Yeah, scream. And it'll be no, you can't take her away. Give her to me. My love. As he runs out and tries to pull this vampire being dragged away by the guards.
Yeah, and there's a tug of war ensuing with the corpse. The guards are starting to tackle him to the ground.
And I'll just walk away as if nothing happened. That should buy us some time. No. What to do about everything else?
Stark, I have felt loss, and I am here for you until the sun sets. Then we shall return to my grove. Until then, do whatever you need to do to grieve. And Lance will just make himself comfortable on the dirt.
I apologize, but I will not let her body stay here. I will not lose another child. The moment night strikes, I will find Esme.
I will not stop you. I have done all I can. If that is the path you wish to take, just know that I am here to help you.
Appreciated.
Lance will continue to bask in the sun.
And Stark will actually. Stark's finger will emerge from the dirt, and he will pat the little lizard on the head.
Take 1 radiant damage.
Oh no,
Right.
I'm unconscious.
Nice.
He sees the finger go limp and just kind of pushes it back down.
Okay.
We wait for night, I guess.
What are our Gloombringer, Dream, and Ambassador up to?
After getting firmly away from that scene, and Charmcaster won't answer me back. I guess.
I am far out of the city on the coast. Do you require my assistance?
Oh, no. Probably best. There isn't a vampire sighting and a dragon sighting in the same day.
My thoughts exactly.
I'm going to head to the marketplace and sniff my nose around.
Hearing that, Ambassador is going to hop online and say, "I'm actually going down to the magic shop. I feel like I'm now in a position to start making an influence. We're trying to, at least. Join me?
Ah, yes. Let's schmooze the magic dealer.
Yes, and my goal here is to become known as a favorite client. So don't be cheap. No negotiating. Let's go buy some shit.
It sounds like a bit of fun. I'll be right there.
Okay.
As Gloombringer approaches, the ambassador is going to point out the rope shop and say, well, actually, first, through the mind link, ambassador, who's now presenting as a boring-ass human in bright robes, probably want to explain that this is me. I've adopted a more palatable presentation for the city.
Very nice. Flattery will get you everywhere in this world.
If you like the robes, there's a robe shop over there, and the guy definitely had some extra stuff in the back. I grew tired of shopping for clothes, but if you're in the mood for an outfit, make sure to ask around about the any additional stock that may not be visible on the shop floor.
Ah, well, I appreciate that tip, but I'm not interested in silks. The Jadot trade is coffee. Perhaps we can persuade them as traders from far region. Throw some weight around. I mean, couldn't hurt to have a warehouse.
Not at all. I'll follow your lead. And then I'm going to give him a little pat on the shoulder and whisper guidance. So now you got guidance for one check.
Oh, cool. And Gloombringer will just hum a tune, one of his songs that you're familiar with, to give you a bardic inspiration. And yeah, so we'll make off to any type of coffee trader, the nicest, but I assume it's just going to be a Jadat coffee.
The nicest would be a Jadot coffee.
Yeah. So I go to the Jadat coffee to start asking around.
You make it in, and it's a very quaint little coffee shop. Very comfortable. Most of the seating here is low to the ground and covered in pillows or drapings of some sort. There are very few people actually inside relaxing, and they each seem to be in their own little private booth-like areas. Other than that, the people that you see coming in and out would seem to be servants, picking up pounds and pounds of coffee.
Do I see anybody who seems to be important, holding a clipboard or pointing fingers?
There's a clerk behind the desk and several others that are milling about the store, but no one that seems like explicitly important besides the customers that are in their own private little booths sipping their Madani tea, which is what they call coffee.
Okay, I'll go up to the clerk at the counter.
Hello, good day. We hope it shines on you. Welcome to Jadot Coffee.
Yes, the sun doth shine upon me. Thank you. As you can see, I'm not from this area, and well, I'm a traveler, a trader, and I require some assistance. Now, you wouldn't want to not be hospitable to a weary traveler, now would you?
Of course not. How can I help?
Yes, well, as I said before, I'm a trader, and have, well, quite ambitious ideas for the future of Boulder's Gate. The Jadot coffee is second to none, and, well, I wish to begin a mutual agreement.
Very well. I would have to take down this information and bring it to our manager, if that is okay.
And I'll pull a platinum piece out of my pocket and run it through my fingers with a 19 plus guidance.
I will get my manager now, is what I meant to say.
23, and I flip the coin to him.
And he very quickly rushes off towards the back room and eventually emerges a couple moments later with a young woman, probably early 30s. She's got her hair tied back nice and tight. She's wearing an apron covered in coffee grounds. And she steps up to the other side of the counter and greets you. Hello, my name is Mine. Is there something I can help you with today?
Ah, yes. Mine, Emilio Camel. Trader and traveler of the world. I wish to begin relations with the Jadot Coffee organization. You see, I have several ties in the city of Baldur's Gate. I'm sure you know of it. And, well, Jadot Coffee is second to none.
You flatter us to say you have traveled the world and still think of us the Most High.
Please, my darling, shall we talk somewhere else?
Yes, my office is just this way. She takes you into a small little room in the back, and you can see that there's all sorts of files and whatnot, bags of coffee, all types of things, and she offers you a seat.
Just one quick thing. Assistant or ambassador's not going to enjoy this conversation, but as Gloom leaves, he will get another tap on the shoulder and another guidance, just to have in his back pocket.
Ah, nice.
Okay. Welcome. I'm sorry that my office is not as nice as the rest of the building, but there is only so much room in the budget.
Well, May, was it?
Mine.
Yes. I don't suppose we shall be talking for too long. As you see, I have a rather sizable investment in mind. I will be requiring a local warehouse for rent until I can properly transport the goods to Baldur's Gate, and, well, this is just a small coffee shop here.
Very well. I am not the lead distributor, but I work very closely with them. You have come to the right place. I assure you, the Jadot coffee is the finest quality coffee you'll find in all of Zakahara, and that is what I can speak for. Now, is there a way I can contact you with more information later?
Ah, yes. Well, I've just arrived in town, you see. I happen to be in search for suitable arrangements. Perhaps you could point me in the right direction. Any particular establishments?
point you in the right direction for.
A place to stay.
Well, you are a great traveler. You did not know this before, so I would tell you, uh, there is a great festival all this month, and the Judat family will host any travelers in their estate on their villa that would choose to join them for the festivities.
Ah, well, that sounds splendid.
It's a very beautiful place. I must assume you are very accustomed to your own quarters and your own home, but I assure you they are great hosts.
Well, we'll at least see what the offer is, and if it doesn't seem suitable for me, we'll make more arrangements. At least go see what, have a conversation with this Jadat family. They are the ones who will be supplying this coffee, correct?
That is correct.
And, well, of course, I'm new here, but it seems to me they have quite a hold on everything. Several of the stores on the way in, Jadat. Jadat jewelers, Jadat dryers, Jadat...
Everything. Yes. It seems very quickly that Jadat has been a powerful force growing in Zakarar.
Well, you can find me there.
Oh, very
And,
well. It was a pleasure meeting you, Emilio.
Yes, and you.
My.
Oh, yes, my. And kind of clap my hands in excitement. Oh, can't wait to begin business again. And go looking for ambassador.
If you wish to stay at the Jadat residence, you should send a letter ahead.
Oh, my dear, you weren't going to take us yourself?
Oh, I am sorry, sir. I must finish my work here. But
Now. I insist.
you dick.
24.
This poor woman's gonna lose her job. She nods her head yes and takes off her apron. I was completely rude. I am so sorry. I, of course, will bring you.
I assure you may. After deals have been struck, you'll be rewarded sizably.
And she just nods like a little mindless puppet because you passed her persuasion check, so now she's your mindless puppet.
Needed one. And yeah, we'll find ambassador, and I'll give him a nod, like, "Hey, you ready to go?" Raise the eyebrows.
Sorry, you did read his signals. Ambassador is going to give a little nod back, and we'll leave. And through what message? Simple, what, cantrip, something? I'm going to ask. I assume your meeting went well?
Indeed. We're heading to the Jadat estate, trying to move things along. I don't like waiting.
Impressive. I'm pretty sure I got someone fired And I don't even know if it's going to succeed, and you just got an invite. Very impressive. When you open up your coffee shop, I'll be your first customer.
Don't want a fucking coffee shop. I'm gonna burn the warehouse to the ground when I'm done. I don't know.
So basic. What we're going to do is we're going to take out a massive insurance policy, and then you can burn it to the ground for all I care.
Ah, yes, well, fuck the Jadot insurance. I saw it on the way in.
Oh no.
There's a salesman trying to pitch me on warehouse insurance. I just didn't give him the light of day. His flyers. It was, so pushy.
We need to take out a massive policy. Bankrupt them. Push them into Baron's hands.
Oh, this is evil. I'm so happy you came, Ambassador.
Nothing says evil campaign like insurance fraud.
And we will head to Jadot.
Okay.
State.
Okay.
But Maya's walking with us, and just every little while we're going to break out just like evil laughter.
All right. Well, eventually you do get there. She approaches the guard at the gate and explains exactly who you are. However, the guard does turn you away and responds that she comes back to tell you the guard expresses that you need a letter of entry to come in, and that we must wait the waiting period to hear back. I will work on a letter for you now and have it sent. For now, there is an inn nearby. We can wait there for the time being.
Oh, and I'll just walk past her to the guards.
Guidance?
Little slap on the butt. Ooh. I'm kind of smiling and just like a light wave as and like bowing my head just a little bit.
Sorry, I think
Yes.
I think either I cut out or you cut out. Did you say something?
Yes, I'm going to walk past her and go to the guards.
Ah, okay. Who?
And,
Who are you?
yes. Apologies. The young woman over there is a bit nervous. I'm a very large trader from Baldur's Gate. I have arrangements to meet with the Jadots to discuss a large shipment of goods. I'm sure you can make arrangements for me to get in. Shouldn't be a problem.
I am sorry to tell you this, my lord, but the Jadot family is not accepting.
Not a lord, please. Just a simple man.
Well, the Jadot family is not accepting visitors at this exact moment. There will be a great soiree tonight. You are welcome to come back then with your letter accepting you into the home. Until then, I am sorry, but I cannot allow you in.
Perhaps I was rude. Excuse me. And again, I'll pull out a platinum coin, another 21, flip it on my fingers, and hand it to him. Now, couldn't you just ask? What's the harm in that? As I persuade him with a 31.
And he takes the coin and he puts it back in your hands. I am sorry, sir, but these are the rules I must follow.
Excuse me.
You want to do passive perception, passive investigation, something like that?
Passive is 22.
He's wearing that green amulet. And so is the man beside him.
Ah.
You don't notice it until you put the coin in his hand, and he sort of looks up at you. You think the amulet almost let out a little glow for a moment, just a hair of a second, as he made eye contact with you and rebuked your advances.
And I will, with a very grandiose bow, step back and make my way. And kind of just like whisper to Alex, Fucker has a charm protection necklace on. Damn it. We'll have to find another way. Or, and kind of with a disgusted face, wait.
Ambassador's going to look with a smirk and just watch whatever plan's getting cooked up.
Yeah, I believe the lady said there's an inn she could take us to while she prepares our letter of entry.
Correct. Yeah, Mai
Very-
said that
very well.
yeah, it's nothing nice. It's a little past the financial district. It's in the residential district, so it's just a regular inn.
Oh no, we would be looking for somewhere very nice.
You definitely burned that bridge.
There's only one nice hotel.
Yes.
Gonna burn it to the ground now. It's
Yes.
done.
There's only
I'm
one.
gonna start my own.
There is only one nice, like high end, Michelin rated hotel, and you were in it. And you fucked that up.
Mm.
Well, not you
Well, it's not.
specifically. Not you
I have an
specifically,
idea.
but, you know.
Why don't we?
Why don't
Go ahead.
Why don't you come have a drink at my bar?
Your bar.
Yeah,
Color me confused.
I don't quite know where it is. It's somewhere around here though.
Bar.
Here, looking at the map, right here. There's a little space between those two buildings.
Okay.
Ambassador's going to approach that space and open up a magnificent bar.
Oh. Well, this is quite convenient.
There'll be invisible servants serving drinks. It'll be everything will be like 5% nicer than that other bar that we were just at
Now
the fancy hotel.
this is the type of lavishness we need. Follows me anywhere I go. Proper of a worldly trader. We still need to acquire ourselves a warehouse, May. Put that on the list. And once this letter is done, I want it sent to the Jadats immediately.
Yes,
And I'll
sir.
kind of just look at the servants, like, you know what I drink. They know what I drink.
And this bar is going to be open to everybody. Drinks will be whatever that feels appropriate. What, a couple silver each, copper or a gold each for a bottle service? And I'm just going to have the servants serve. Gloom can put on a party. And
I would just cast a major illusion to have some obscure bard playing renditions of my music.
okay. And yeah, I'm going to talk a couple shiny coins at the end of this.
Okay.
All the folks from LJE are welcome to come in and have a drink. And no shady shit, I'm just bored.
Okay.
No, I like this.
You set up a little base of operations now. A front.
And I surmise we're not too far away from the Jadata State as well.
No, you're still. I assume you still stayed up in the financial district. But okay, dope. Um, that's you two. Um, I feel like we can do a little skip here. We can skip ahead. As we sort of fade to black here, and we find Stark as soon as dusk hits. An arm bursts through the soil, starts to claw its way through.
Atlantis jumps a little and scurries off the spot. Just waits for him to. Well, he'll go ahead and drop wild shape, assuming there's no one around.
Finally. That cursed sun is gone. I must get to work immediately. And Stark will immediately turn himself into a bat.
But before you leave, Stark.
He's already a bat.
Well, he can still hear me. He's not deaf.
And we can communicate telepathically.
And he squeaks at you.
Are you sure this is something you want to go through with?
Tell me. Have you ever had anyone important in your life?
Of course I have.
Would you not do all that you possibly could for that person?
Very well. I have already promised to help you, and the king will not go back on his word. Gloombringer, Stark and I have business to attend to. If we do not return by tomorrow morning, you can assume that we are lost and continue the mission without us.
Very well.
Not without you, jeez.
And Atlantis will turn into a seagull and squawk at Stark to lead the way.
Looking for Esme.
Check of your choice.
Let's see here. I have a spell.
Go on.
I have to look for it very quickly. Excuse me. No, this is the wrong one. Section fantastic. Oh, I guess I don't. Wait, what's that?
How do you mean? What's what?
Oh no, I'm looking at a different spell.
Ah.
Anything to get me to where I want to be.
Actually, let's see, I can't use the locate spells because I'm not familiar enough with Esme, but, find the path.
You can't use a locate object?
No, I'm not familiar with Esme enough to use it.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
I have to be familiar with them. I do have find the path.
Dead bodies are objects, not people.
Yeah, but I'm still not familiar with her. I didn't even know about her. Never seen her. Didn't even know her name until Stark said anything. If Stark could use it, he could do it, but Atlantis cannot. But I do have find the path. I could potentially use that to find a route to. I guess at this point she might be in the morgue or of some sort.
Stark would appreciate it a lot.
So it takes a minute to cast, but I will go ahead and use that to try to find the nearest morgue.
And that's find the path, right?
Yes.
Yeah, easily. Get on your way, and with your location already placed in your mind, you know exactly where you're going. And you get there in no time. It's right next to the police precinct.
I'll perch up on like a nearby light or pole or something. Let's see how we can get in here. Can you turn into anything smaller than a bat?
No. The only other thing I'd be able to turn into is a wolf. And I doubt that'd be very useful in this situation.
That may be too noticeable, but
I could. Well, no, never mind. That's only for visual effect.
looking at this place, does it look like it's open and has people in it, or is it like closed for the day?
Ooh, actually, I have an idea.
Ooh.
Stark is going to use Find Familiar.
Whoa. I can
And
actually also do that.
yeah. And he's gonna summon a little spider.
Make sure I mark off my spell slot for Find the Path. Find Familiar is free because I'm a druid. There we go.
And he's gonna order the spider to enter the building. In any way possible. Whether it be through a crack or through an open window.
Son, are you muted?
No.
Okay.
Did I miss that?
I haven't heard you say anything.
I think I missed what you said then.
Oh. We are both casting Find Familiar.
Oh. Dope.
He's using a spider, and I will go ahead and do. Snake cannot climb. Actually, you know what? I'll do I will do like a water snake. The spider can go in high and the snake can go in low.
Interesting. Okay, yes. And you start to send your familiars in. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In no time, you find it towards the embalming floor where all bodies are kept, and Esme's body is nowhere to be found. Luckily, you came at the time you did. Find that the lead mortician is coming from a room that seems to lead further down.
Okay.
He hangs up his coat and he clocks out for the day and goes home.
Okay, I'll send the spider further down, see what's down there.
The scene below would be gruesome had you not done things worse in your own time. Esme's body is on a table, alongside several others. They are far more desiccated than she is. Her body is cut open and was recently sewn back up. But from what you can tell, she didn't die from any sort of fight, any type of sunlight wounds. You can see written in notes that the blood she took from that humanoid is what killed her. The mortician doesn't seem to know why either. But you can see that it seems as though this man has a specialty when it comes to vampires. As you look around, you find that the other bodies here, long gone and far gone, are that of vampire spawn, elder vampires. Only one of them is still intact, a stake driven through its heart and its body chained to a post.
Let's have a closer look.
This vampire must be millennia old, one of the old ones. You can see that it's adorned with all sorts of tattoos, and within it, some of them are written in Madani, the language that you know is native here, to Zakahara, Ajaib specifically. You can glean from this a name that you've seen before. Mata.
Oh,
Is that not one of the houses that reside in Darkhold?
indeed it is.
I wonder what they would do with the information that their primogen is held here.
I'm sure. However, I hold a great disdain for this building.
And what
First.
do you propose?
Perhaps we should contact Gloombringer. He may want to know about this incapacitated vampire.
Very well, we can certainly try, although I am doubtful whether he would want to help us in any of this endeavor.
Oh, no. We will not ask him for help. We will just be informing him.
Very well. I will allow you to do the honors.
Very well. Gloombringer.
Yes, Stark, how are you faring?
Yes, well, we've gone searching for Esme. We found her in the morgue.
That's
There's
splendid.
a secret in this morgue.
Ooh, we love secrets. Do tell.
Indeed. We seem to have found an incapacitated vampire. I believe
Yes,
he
you said
belongs
that.
to the Mata family.
Another vampire.
Indeed.
House Mata.
He seems to be at least a millennia old.
Kind of like strumming my fingers together with an evil smile. Now this is messy. Well, I do appreciate you reaching out to me. Hope everything goes well tonight.
Oh. I think it'd be best that you hide yourself for a while, yes? I think tonight is going to be a very fun night.
Ah,
I do not like this place. Stark is finished, telepathically communicating. He is now speaking to Atlantis. I've lost a child here. If at all possible, I will wipe it clean.
That is simple enough. Let us see what I have up my sleeve here.
Well, maybe we don't need to be the one to do it.
Are you proposing we awaken this matter and let him do it himself?
Well, I'm sure he holds much anger for those who have placed him in this cell.
I like the way you think, Stark. Very well, how do we do this?
Well, the worker, the one who works in this morgue, seems to have left. I believe it is empty. We should be able to enter without much issue. And all we to do is to remove this stake from its heart.
I wonder if... I know the snake probably wouldn't be able to pull it out. Maybe if I...
In fact, maybe I could send my clone in instead.
Are you able to make another? Is he still active?
He's still active, yes. I believe he lost the guards a while ago. Quite a while ago, actually. They're not very fast.
For living on land for so long, these land dwellers aren't very adapted to traveling. Very well, it sounds like a plan then.
Well. Okay, then, Stark's gonna command his clone.
And it's going to take a little while for them to reach the morgue, but eventually they do. They find the front door, as anyone would, locked.
Are there... It's locked, you said?
Yep, the front door to the morgue.
Okay. Are there any windows along the building?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna check the windows. Are the
They're-
windows also locked?
Oh, yeah.
Very well. Stark is going to cast silence through his clone.
Hey, read the thingy again.
Oh, wait. I can't do that, can I?
No, you could do something
but,
better.
Huh?
You can do something better.
Something.
Your clone is made of blood. It cannot simply slip through cracks.
Give me a second. I need to.
The answer is yes.
You see the bat just like pull out a book and start reading. It's like, I need to hold on.
Yes,
I need to figure out how
yes.
this
Hold
works.
on. I need vampire lore very quickly.
It's my favorite thing when you're like looking through your spell book and like thinking what to do and like the music's on. It's like an intense scene, but you're like, should I do this or maybe I should do this?
Detail. The clone rolls initiative.
But like, I feel you, Gloomberry.
Oh!
That's-
Morphin. Oh, wow. I missed that part completely.
You sure did.
It can morph. Great.
Super
And
mighty
shape
morphin.
at will. At will. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I'll make it a 1-inch version of myself. Just go through the door crack.
And you watch the clone fall into a pool of blood and seep underneath the door.
He will then journey down the stairs where he found the vampire.
And this pool of blood slicks across the tile floor, through another set of doors, and rolls down the stairs, dripping all the way along until finally reforming, standing clear in front of a very old vampire strung up along the wall.
He will then slowly and gently, right before he does this, Stark himself will say to Atlantis, how about we step away from the building slightly, yes?
Very well. And he'll take off and find like a higher building or something to perch on.
So will Stark. And then, well, after making sure we're at least a little farther away from the building, he will then remove the stake.
And that is where we're going to fade to black for tonight.
Wait, can Dream do something?
Of course.
Dream thinks it's probably best if we didn't completely blow our cover. And so, through Crescent's inherent dream magic, everyone within 6 miles going to dream. 2 households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, we lay our scene.
Stop it.
2 star-crossed lovers.
Stop it.
And they both take their lives in the Golden Ladle in fair Al-Shaib.
Interesting.
I think that could be easily explained as a lover's quarrel. Happens often enough.
Okay. Make Crescent roll a caster check. See how convincing these dreams were.
Charisma. +6.
Crazy.
It's a... Can I do anything to affect that? Oh. I don't think I can do anything to affect that. 14.
Okay. Okay. 14 it is. Thank you. All right, y'all. Yet again, another lovely session. I knew Ajaib was gonna be a fucking shit show, but Jesus Christ, y'all.
Right from the get-go.
Jesus Christ.
Why do we always go to these, super religious cities and think we're going to get away scot-free?
Honestly,
Well, I don't know. It's
I mean,
almost like
you very much could if you didn't fuck around.
that is fair. I mean, if there wasn't no tomfoolery,
If
but
you
there's
just
always someone doing something for their own
someone
motives.
doing something.
listen,
Because we're a bunch of greedy fucks. Like it's like
honestly.
that's just what it is.
honestly, listen, I did an experiment, it worked, but then it failed, and now I'm angry. So,
Failed the test successfully.
yes. I will watch this city burn.
We can't go anywhere without making enemies.
Hell yeah, that's how it should be. Think about it though, maybe House Matter will be happy. If we tell them that we were the one that set it free.
Well,
Okay.
you're avoiding letting it know that you're the one.
Oh, well,
set
my
free.
clone looks exactly like me. They'll know. And I can speak through it, so.
Does
I mean, it's
Mata
based-
Van Stark a blood debt now?
Possibly.
Yeah, for just meta purposes, you saved its life. It's alive now.
Oh, yeah. It'll wake up in a few
Okay.
moments.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
Actually, can I burn my inspiration on that caster check?
Ooh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, of course. I was just gonna let you keep it, but yeah, of course.
19.
Yeah, even better. You've seeped into the dreams and minds of everyone in Ajaib, and a lover's quarrel turned quite ugly in the financial district. It's what happens when commoners make their way into the midst of noble peoples. They make a scene and they make a mess.
Start doing something evil. There you go.
Well, friends, let's start doing our normal closing time things now. Starting with nominations. Atlantis.
I think I will vote for Stark. It is a very emotional session for him.
Indeed it was. I suppose that leaves it that next is me.
Yes, indubitably.
Okay, let's see. I gotta give it to Atlantis. He was the only one there. Like actually there.
Aww.
I love the promo.
Friendship never ends.
So I believe they did get at least a little closer this session.
That's very cute. Okay. Gloom.
I'm gonna vote for Ambassador Mephistopheles because always has a card up their sleeve, always has a plan.
Oh,
and/or
yeah.
just pivots really fucking well.
Yeah, you want to see this bullshit?
I haven't read it yet. Can we read it? Can someone read it?
Yes, I will read it to you now.
Oh boy, here we go.
Listen,
Yeah, for small too, right?
listen to this bullshit.
Let's go. Romance. Yeah, baby.
He hands him a letter and says, and the letter reads as I quote, Mordenkainen. I've enjoyed your books for decades, so I was thrilled to assist you when you were seeking information on Beator's most influential devils, and I must compliment you on how this information was compiled into your Tome of Foes. Based on your numerous journeys into Beator when my mandate was expanded to include being Beator's ambassador to the material plane, my first instinct was to invest in our relationship with the Mall, which is Mordenkainen's Anathenium for literacy and legerdemain. It's a school that is a homebrew school created for this world, but I go on. As a result, when I found myself in Ajaib, I immediately scheduled a meeting with your representative, Rorin, at the Satellite Mall so that I could make a gift to your school. Unfortunately, despite repeatedly promising Rorin that my gift came without any strings or conditions attached, my offer of a gift was met with extremely public rebuke, which was based solely on the plane where I was born. As you are aware, per the Pact Primeval, which fuck you, Chris, should I
Pact Primeval?
Google it? Should I break my word, Asmodeus himself will immediately summon me to Nessus for my execution. And if he does not, then the ruby rod will execute Asmodeus. So I was shocked and appalled by the words which your representative directed towards myself, my race, and Beator. Basically, it's what makes devils lawful. They don't just follow their laws and creeds for a reason. It's a part of their intrinsic nature because of in part the Pact Primeval and many other things.
Okay.
But again, I digress. In light of being treated so poorly by your representative, I am unable to justify maintaining Beator's existing ties with yourself and the Mall. With that being said, as of midnight tonight, your seal of free passage for Cania will lapse. As your seal was granted millennia ago, I feel that this is prudent to remind you that Cania's seal of free passage has been allowing you to gain access to Cania and all higher levels, i.e. the 1st through 7th layer of Beator. And should a foreigner enter Beator without a valid seal of free passage, they will be immediately known to all devils as being persona non grata. The seal of Mephistopheles is placed on the letter. Beator's ambassador to the material plane, chief of staff to Mephistopheles, and first reader of the Great Twilight Tower, which would be the Great Eye of the Twilight Tower, because you took over Alexandria's position.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was Great Eye.
Yeah.
First reader. Anyways.
Yeah, the readers are at the Candle Keep, and the eyes are at the Twilight Tower. P.S. I still have a great respect for your contributions to all things arcane, so with that being said, if Rorin's outburst was his own and he was not speaking as if he was standing in your shoes, I will remain in Ajaib for a few days before traveling to Candlekeep and offering their first reader what used to be your seal of free passage. Imagine anteing up to the Archmage of Archmages and being like, yeah, buddy, I'm going to revoke your press pass unless you deal with this asshole.
Yep.
You know that neat little book you just published? All that's going to be gone, bud. You better come get your boy.
Yeah, so as I was previously saying, rightfully deserved inspiration.
Rightfully deserved inspiration. I think it's just
And
Ben and Alex that have to vote.
yep.
I mean, I was pretty sold on Alex's going to his boss's boss's boss. But now I kind of feel like I need to change my vote. No, it's got to be assistant, or the artist formerly known as assistant.
Good stuff.
And then I think the last to vote will be Ambassador.
I'm gonna go with Atlantis. He definitely stepped up, and even though this is the evil campaign, he did look out for someone in the party, which is a good thing, a very good thing.
Indeed.
It's a nice change from the last combat scene.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He's changing. Finally. Hopefully.
Wait, what's that gift from?
I have no idea.
They're so big.
Yeah, just like
And it says
Atlantis.
#X on the beach.
Oh my gosh, they're so big.
It's just like Atlantis and Stark.
Not
In real
really.
life.
Not really.
Indeed. Absolutely.
No. Maybe
Yes.
Atlantis, but Stark's tiny.
No,
Tiny
no, no.
little boy. She's a tiny little man. A little
Absolutely.
man.
Listen, this is not a Dante
Tiny little man.
situation.
Little
Stop.
man. Oh, he's so little. He's so little.
Here, I can disguise self, okay? Just to make myself look little for you, right?
Okay. Anyway, I think everyone's voted, and I think it goes to Ambassador.
It's a tie. 2-2, I think.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Small. Would you like to be our tiebreaker for nomination this week? No pressure.
None at all.
Jeez, I just keep watching this GIF. They're so big.
Just like me,
Shut up.
in real life.
You're not.
I am. Son, I lifted 5 plates like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I also bust tables, and it's not that hard.
I mean, 5, or what was it, 495 pounds
Yeah, right.
in total?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't lift weights. They're too heavy.
Small as typing.
Hey, it's a difficult decision.
Wait, who's it a tie between?
It's a tie between Alex and Atlantis.
Okay.
It's Alex got 2 and Atlantis got 2.
If I was better at math, I would have gotten 2, and Atlantis would have gotten 1, but I'm not.
Can I change my vote? I like the Karen, but I would prefer to reinforce good behavior and the personality trait or change, or I'm sorry, the decision making change to stand by their allies that Atlantis made is probably more worthy.
Character growth is everything.
No, it's between Atlantis and
Alex.
and
Yes.
and Ambassador, but I think Ben just changed his vote. But you could still vote anyway, Small. I think it's still gonna go to Stark, or no, Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
So Atlantis, take your well-deserved point of inspiration. And
Good
then,
job.
last but not least, we name tonight's episode.
God damn it, Stark.
Romance.
Star-crossed lovers.
Stark cross lovers?
Star-crossed
Damn
lovers.
it. God damn it.
Ooh, press the fucking hot button. Ooh, that's hot.
Not the hot button.
Star-crossed lovers. Fuck my life.
It's canon.
That's pretty canon, dude.
Damn it.
You know,
Just love it. Just love it.
Man, I should have died in the Underdark. Fuck am I doing?
don't say
I
things
appreciate
like,
it.
don't say things like that. Well then, friends, darlings, we come to a close yet again. I'm very thankful that I got to be here with you tonight, and I will see you all next week, where we
Very
once
nice.
again delve back into the real world. But for now, good night and sleep tight.